Hey YouTube, what is going on? It's me, Shady here, and today I'm back with another to Anchor episode for you guys. Today we're talking about specialist for the Anchor or AR player, and right at the bat here we have the Scythe. The Scythe is probably the most important and common specialist for an AR player to run. I personally love running the Scythe in hardpoint because it gives you the ability to lock down lanes. When you're back anchoring, you can pull that thing out and just spray kids that try to run at you and kill you off your anchor spot. Or say you're on fringe and you gotta go top barn, pull that Scythe, and you can just rain down tear in the middle of the map. Or if you're on evac, you're on that platform, just pre-aim big door and then there you go. Or you can go top road and top AC with it on fringe on breach, and just wreck kids with it. This thing is amazing for pulling down lanes. It's like a death machine. It's a death machine pretty much. You wind it up, you post up, and you just lay it on kids. That is probably the AR specialist the special I'd recommend running if you are an AR player. It is very, very, very useful. The next specialist I have for you guys is the War Machine Specialist. It is not the greatest specialist, it's not out there because its counter is Flat Jacket, and if they're running Flat Jacket, then it takes 2 to 3 shells of the War Machine to kill them. But if they are running Flat Jacket, the War Machine can be a very, very deadly option for you to choose, because on a map like Breach Hardpoint, the hills are very close together and you can get the War Machine in there. The shells will explode and cause a lot of damage to anyone inside the hardpoint. So that's really a map and game I'd recommend running War Machine on, otherwise it's not the most useful thing. But it is a pretty good special to try on that map, so I recommend trying for that map. Next we have Vision Pulse, and this is a very good specialist for the AR player to run in both Respawn and S&D. I would say a sub player could run it too. This one's kind of flexible with each role, but an AR player is probably going to run it because the sub players will be running other specialists that are more important or higher up on their scale. So this gives you the ability to ping enemies through walls, get their exact location, know what your surroundings are, know who's around you, and stuff like that. So it's a very useful specialist to get an idea of what's going on around you. And up last we have Psychosis, which is mainly going to be S&D specialist for the AR player. It can also be used in uplink and CTF if need be, but basically what this specialist does is it breaks out some clones of you, and the clones are very useful. The clones actually will shoot if they are near an enemy, and like just this fake fire thing, they'll think the enemy make their real and they'll shoot at them. And also by the clone shooting, you know an enemy is there, so they're very useful and they can easily fool the enemy, so you can get an exact idea of where the enemies are on the map. And that is going to include how to anchor episode 3. I hope you guys enjoyed my specialist breakdown. It was quick and to the point, but that's kind of what I wanted the specialist video to be. Really, the specialist comes down to personal preference and what you need for the specific game mode and map. Those are the 4 main ones I recommend running. Of course, you don't have to run them if you don't want to, but I'd say those are the 4 best, obviously, in my opinion. But I hope you guys did enjoy this video. Please make sure to like, comment, subscribe, especially subscribe if you are new to the channel. Make sure to leave all your thoughts and opinions down below. And I'll see you guys next video. This has been Shady, and Shady out.